And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout the ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. This a quick pass to Davis. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw again is Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Texans at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
On first down, Lawrence. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it's going to be second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll run with ETN, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, well, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Lawrence will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On the bootleg, Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Will Anderson, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over. And now out comes Houston. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here goes Stroud again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Devon Hamilton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Stroud. And he's got Jordan complete right side. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Stroud looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. Just a gain of a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Here's Lawrence to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing now is Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. The throwing again is Stroud. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3rd and goal, Stroud. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A shotgun snap, and again to ETN. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there. touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Stroud. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Johnson to return it. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll find Aguara complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Stop shy of the 45. Showing off a nice little move on the play, though. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Mixing up the middle. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll take this up to the 30, the gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some room to maneuver. Muscling free near the 40. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here's 2nd and 10. This a quick pass to Davis. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Handoff running left is Etienne. Nifty footwork at the 45. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. Side, Davis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, here's Stroud. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Stroud now on first and 10. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the Jaguars' 48-yard line.
Now Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the 5 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now here's Stroud. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here now Lawrence and the Jaguars down 23-20, 46 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to the final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
And anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Houston, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.